Yo, 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 we're back at it again. I have 5 movies on the streaming service Plex I recommend. If you're not familiar with Plex, Plex is a free streaming app such as like Tubi, but Plex doesn't have nowhere near the amount of horror films that Tubi does, but there's some goodies I found on it, and I have 5 of them for you. Dark Skies is a 2013 horror sci-fi film. This one is about Lacey and Daniel. They share a peaceful life in the suburbs with their sons. However, that peace shatters with a series of disturbing events that escalate. See, I'm not really big on sci-fi horror films. However, this one I really did enjoy. I found this one to be a little bit disturbing, maybe unsettling, and it was creepy. It goes slow a little bit, but like how it said in the description, things escalate. That's when you start seeing the series of events. They start getting creepy. Alien movies to begin with do creep me out, especially alien invasion ones. There's only quite a few I did like and were creeped out by, and this one happens to be one of them. Even for a Blumhouse film, I'm not really big on Blumhouse, but this one is pretty good, and I do recommend. 1976, Eaten Alive, directed by Tobe Hooper and starring Robert Englund. This one's about a disfigured fella runs a sleazy motel deep in the swamps of Louisiana. He begins his slaying with a prostitute and then feed it to a crocodile that's in the swamp by the motel. This one is definitely a classic. I don't hear much about this film, so if you haven't checked it out and you're in for a classic, Plex at the time of this recording is streaming it for free. 2007, 1408. This is adapted from a Stephen King short story. This one stars John Cusack and Samuel fucking Jackson. I like this one. This one was about an author that liked debunking the paranormal. Goes to a hotel, the Dolphin Hotel, ignores the manager about the warnings, and he was in for a treat on this one. It makes me wonder though, because Stephen King said he wrote this about his experiences in a hotel room. Did it really turn out like this movie? If you haven't seen this one yet, this one was like a slept-on gem, I think. So, I highly recommend checking out 1408. Oculus is a 2013 horror mystery film. This one is directed by Mike Flanagan. It revolves around a girl named Kaylee that's haunted by the violent deaths of her parents that happened 10 years earlier. Now she struggles to rebuild her relationship with her sibling, Tim. Kaylee suspects that their antique mirror is behind the tragedy and contains a malevolent supernatural force that infects the minds of anyone who gazes into it. I like this one. This one wasn't too bad. It had 50-50 reviews. Rotten Tomatoes gave it only 75%. And it was pretty cool that it was done in WWE Studios as well. If you didn't see this one yet, I would check this one on out. Especially if you're creeped out by mirrors, like I am. 2008's The Midnight Meat Train. I love this movie. It's about a photographer that's obsessed with this dark matter subject of a serial killer that stalks midnight commuters on a train. He ends up in pursuit of the serial killer. Let me tell you something. I fell in love with this movie when I rented it at Blockbuster one summer, and I kind of almost forgot about it, but I remember really liking this one, so I rewatched it here on Plex, and let me tell you, it still hits hard. So if you want something different, dark, gruesome, and you like Clive Barker, because this is an adaptation of a Clive Barker story, The Midnight Meat Train is where it's at, and I highly recommend.
Thanks for watching. Hopefully you consider my 5 picks on Plex and check them on out. For more recommendations, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell beside to be notified for more videos from yours truly, the Basement Dweller.